The tiny village in a bottle. Once upon a time, in a very peculiar place, there was a teeny tiny village that lived inside a bottle. Yes, you heard that right, a village trapped in a big glass bottle, sitting on the shelf of a rather messy attic. The village was called Bottleberg, and the people who lived there were about the size of gummy bears. They had tiny houses, tiny cars, tiny grocery stores, and even tiny pets. They also had a very big problem: they were stuck. No one knew how long they had been in the bottle, and no one had a clue how to get out. Each day, they would see giant moths fluttering outside or hear the thundering footsteps of whatever giant lived in the house. But despite all their plans, launching tiny rockets, using slingshots to shoot themselves at the cork, or just yelling really loud, they couldn't escape the bottle. They needed a hero, someone big and brave, to set them free. One day, a giant kid named Oliver was rummaging through the attic looking for an old baseball glove. He accidentally knocked over the bottle with a soft clink. That's when he noticed it, a whole village inside. Oliver rubbed his eyes. What is this? Are those people? The villagers, noticing they had finally caught the attention of the giant, began jumping up and down and waving their hands. They quickly formed the letters, help, by lining up in the street, but because they were so small, Oliver thought they were spelling out, YELP. Oh, you need a review? 5 stars. Great tiny town, Oliver said, and began walking away. The mayor of Bottleberg, who was also the village baker, knew they had to act fast. Quick! Get the big bellows. Now, the big bellows was a contraption the villagers had built in secret. It was a giant fan they had constructed out of thimbles, toothpicks, and bits of string. The plan? Blow the cork right out of the bottle. The entire village gathered and cranked the big bellows. A gust of air whooshed through the bottle, and nothing happened. Not even a wiggle from the cork. The mayor sighed. Well, it was worth a try. But little did they know, Oliver had felt that tiny puff of air, like a tickle on his nose. He leaned down again, curious. Did this bottle just sneeze? Desperate, the villagers formed another word, unscrew. But Oliver, still confused, read it as unsneeze. Well, I can't unsneeze, Oliver muttered, scratching his head. Wait a minute. Maybe they want me to open this bottle. At last, Oliver understood. He carefully twisted the cork. As soon as the air rushed into the bottle, the villagers cheered and danced around like jelly beans in a blender. Thank you, Giant Oliver, shouted the mayor, standing on a tiny matchbox stage. You are our hero. Oliver, now realizing he had just saved an entire town, smiled. No problem. But, you guys want to stay in here? Or, go somewhere bigger? The villagers exchanged looks. Actually, said the mayor, we quite like the bottle. It's cozy, climate-controlled, and no traffic. So Oliver put the cork back on, but this time, just loosely, so they could leave whenever they wanted. Then he placed the bottle carefully on his desk. From that day on, the people of Bottleberg lived happily ever after, still tiny, but no longer stuck. And whenever Oliver needed advice, like how to beat the next level of his favorite video game or how to avoid eating broccoli at dinner, he could always count on his tiny friends to help him out. The end.